part two of our video for Dexter. I am so sorry for the finale of this fourth season of Dexter on 17th November 2024. So sorry. So we record the sunrise with this phone, and because the phone got too hot, I couldn't record my gameplay and the video. So if I can only do once, I'm only gonna do once, right? It's not a big deal, but I prefer doing twice or two times. And anyway, this doesn't have to do with the fourth finale of Dexter. Thankfully, we didn't start the subject. Thankfully, we didn't start the episode. This episode was actually quite trying. I know that Dexter finale are so good because with episode number one, you don't know how it ends. You don't know in between one and second one how much time there is. But usually with the finale, we finish at the same place. The last episode, which was episode 11, finished with Trinity Killer, meaning Dexter had his home. Like, holy shit. And it was a really good episode because now the games are the same. Now it's bad. And it's kind of funny because Trinity Killer kind of not get away with it. He kind of know that it's Dexter Morgan, so he kind of find Deborah Morgan, which plays a lot for the finale. So by knowing the name, he's able to find where he is. He find Deborah. Holy shit, fuck, it's Deborah. Now, the good thing about this is you're like, okay, well, at least Dexter is safe, right? Or is he safe? So you end up finding him. Thankfully, we have the kid that survived is able to identify him. So he gets caught very quickly. However, what happened is usually Dexter, he tried to get him for himself so he can kill him without the police getting in his way. So that's it. Another time where Dexter has to rush. We see a very unhinged Archer looking for money, looking to run away, which he's done multiple times. It's not a big deal, but this time is the first time where he has to versus he wants to. And finally, we have a constant goose chase. So who's gonna find who first? What is kind of funny is Archer manages. It's not funny at all. It's kind of sad. Dexter ends up finding Archer, killing Archer, right? Like, holy shit. And that's pretty much the ending of the episode. But it's not. It would have been a bad finale if it was. Deb find out and it's one of the most powerful moments of the show so far, that Dex's brother was the ice truck killer. Because she found out his mom found that he had two kids, Brian Mosey, which was the ice truck killer, and Dexter Morgan. Right, Dexter being the little brother. We find out we asked the guy who was in charge of La Guerta, and he ends up knowing that he end up telling Debbie that your brother was in that container full of blood, which is something we find as soon as season 2, but it still matters here. So we find that out, and then she confronts Dexter, and it's kind of funny because she sees Dexter, the way she's looking at him. Dexter this season is really trying for him. It's such a masterfully played role. It's so amazing because Dexter, he finally has a kid. He's a family man, so you're thinking, oh, it's finished. It's finished. So sad. Read that episode. It's finished. He's gonna be the good guy till the end. And then the whole season is about him being absent, missing the family, not being there for Deb. The problem is he hasn't been there for Deb since season 1. The problem for Deb is I think she's also seeing that he's not there for Rita. It's like, dude, you're not there for me, not even there for your kids. You're an asshole, you know. And what is really cool about that character, which is Deborah, is she had daddy issues because that dad didn't care about her, care about Dexter. But when she sees Dexter following the same step, she's like, dude, you're doing like your father. Your father was an asshole, right? What is also cool is she confronts Dexter, but she knows so little. She doesn't know that Dexter knew. She doesn't know that Dexter's a killer. However, she knew they was related, right? Which is the first step in understanding who Dexter was. First step. Finally, there's a really, really, really weird scene at the very end of Dexter. It took me so long to realize what really happened. So, Dexter is sleeping, and he wakes up and he finds Rita in the bed. In the bath, bloody, the way the Trinity Killer does. But the whole episode, Dexter asks himself, will I ever be normal? Can I ever be a dad? Archer was supposed to be the dad he followed. Archer was supposed to be the role model he followed. He ended up becoming crazy. He ended up not being able to be a family member. So we wake up and you find Rita, and there's a horrible scene where the baby is covered in blood, the way Dexter was when he was found out by Harry. And you think that's a dream. It's only after, a lot later, that you realize that no, Trinity Killer did find Dexter. He did find him, and he did kill Rita the way he killed every single person, right? It's a really powerful scene because Rita dying is a shame because we finally like Rita. She's a really good character. It's a shame because of how it could affect Dexter in season 5, 6, 7, and 8. But the biggest thing, the biggest problem is the repeated concept of the season is, am I gonna be a good dad, right? But there's more than that. Is Harrison gonna be like me because I was like that, right? We'll never know. However, there's this one scene where the bat is full of blood, Harrison is covered in blood, and we see a very young Dexter covered in blood the same way. And just like Harry, Dexter holds him. And I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That's supposed to be gonna be like Dexter? I don't know. See, the scene is very, very confusing because you didn't see Rita get killed, right? The scene is very confusing. What's the most important part here? Harrison being covered in blood, or Dexter taking him like Harry took him to guide him? I don't know. I don't know that. Yeah. Anywho, love you guys. Take it easy.